I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor. All the show. Wish I had some competition, but it ain't nobody low. Hit a drop.
I got a daughter now, so things are good, you know.
When are we going to see you on a cover of NBA 2K?
By 2K27.
Okay, I like that.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to go get my team card? Let's see how it turned out. Let's go.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard. Oh.
Well, we can finally say it. GA.
Thank you, Kip.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. And now Washington's starting group. Julius Randle is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Avdia. And it's Burks in at the point. And for Toronto, inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win, partly because of him.
Now here's Van Vliet. Passes it to Trent. 5 to shoot. With the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Trent's got the game going here with the first basket for the Raptors.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul pull back his shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter of the game. Kicks to Burks. The 3. The Wizards with another miss. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Anunoby. Trent finds Anunoby. The Raptors need to get a shot. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter skill, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, Hero driving to the basket. And he makes good on the layup.
More than a great jump shooter, Hero is a tremendous ball handler who can finish the drive with either hand.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Baseline try, and another basket for Toronto.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Now, here's Gafford. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Barnes, right side. Back to Van Vliet. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
To the paint. Here's Gafford. No good with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Well, an incredible lead for Julius Randle shooting the ball. Breaks.
It's really just all about...
Wow, so interesting, isn't it, to hear that focal point for his shooting?
And people often focus on the windup or the release, but it all starts with that foundation in the lower body.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passing in the first half has been outstanding.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Porter is out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Achua in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now, here's Trent. Following the miss by Denny Avdia.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the wide open shot from Morris. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Toronto leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half. Ryan against Boucher. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Morris dishes to Bryant, and Boucher sends it back. Porter with it, picked up by Bryant. Porter passes to Boucher, back to Porter. Money from the wing. Porter's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Morris. Inside, here's Bryant, and he makes that one.
Well, because of Bryant's strong frame, he's never really afraid to contact.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Achua. Khem Birch comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Barnes in for Trent. The Wizards also changing it up. Alec Burks checked in for Avdia. And Hero subbed in for Will Barton. Barnes can't get it to go. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Wizards. 6-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Outside, Porter. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Van Vliet passes to Birch. The kick out to Barnes. Buries the long-range jumper. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Birch on the wing. Good D by Barnes. Raptors leading by 7.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Good. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Here's Hero. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
And here's Van Vliet from the other. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the...
And so that's the end of the first half. Toronto ahead, up by 10.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season. I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Avdia out there with Randall. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Burks in at the point guard. Burks finds Hero. Here's Gafford, defended by Trent. Burks against Van Vliet. Here's Avdia. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Toronto leading by 13. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Scotty Barnes.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Trent kicks to Siakam. Three-pointer. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Chris Boucher comes in for Barnes. And a change for the Wizards. Will Barton, he's checked in for Hero. Van Vliet passes to Achua. It's Trent on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Anunoby. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Monte Morris is checked in for Alec Burks. Wizards trail by 15. Barton outside. Puts up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Barton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you. And again, no good by Toronto. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. From past the arc, here's Randall, and Boucher sends it back. Good on the shot. Randall's got his first bucket of the night. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And there's the pass to Achua. And the rejection by Gafford. Barton passes to Morris. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And the three off target. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Trent. Van Vliet looking around. Back to Trent from deep three-point range. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors lead by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that
time. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Siakam is out there with Khem Birch. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Porter at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. It's been a huge weapon for them all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Here's Randall. He gets it in there.
The brutal strength of Randall, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
Toronto leading by 10. Down low, Siakam. The kick out to Porter. Back to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
He may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays good.
Here's Randall. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Ooh, this is what makes Randall so special. His ferocity on the boards is admirable.
For 3, VanVleet. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Back to Randall. For Birch. And that one comes up a bit short.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Birch against VanVleet. The feed to Barnes. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Raptors.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Fred VanVleet.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Avdia can't hit. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. VanVleet passes to Barnes. Over Avdia. Rebounded by the Wizards. Kuzma inside. Defended by Trent. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
VanVleet passes to Anunoby. No good from outside. So it's the Wizards now, trailing by 13. Passes to Gafford. Back to Burks. Now Hero. Burks on the wing, covered by VanVleet. VanVleet brings the double team. It's intercepted. Now here's Trent. He's covered by Hero. For 3, VanVleet. That shot off the mark. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the...
They're my friend. Now you gotta watch. Win. I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that, my body. I'm coming in fast. First place, you motion. Loud commotion. We causing a commotion. My back is aching, my too tight. You mad as that I shine so bright. My back is aching, my too tight. I know that's right. My back is aching, my.
For those of you who joined us for our inaugural 2KTV Tuesday event, thank you for helping us make it a huge success. We were there competing and checking out all the action, and you all rocked it. But there was one that stood out above the rest. The 2KTV Tuesday MVP goes to XX Stowski, who won 98 games.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back in a moment. Well, and here's the schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Cleveland starting five. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. And it's Osman in at the 3 slot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Desmond Bane is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3, small forward.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Pretty pass.
Pass to Jackson. And he gets the bucket. And this is the right era for Jaren Jackson Jr., Candace. Teams are searching for big men who do what he does.
Yes, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a force. I mean, he can shoot, he can pass, he can stretch the defense, he can put it on the floor. I think the biggest thing with him is health. He's got to get in that weight room, he's got to get his body right.
Mobley, no good. The Grizzlies on offense. Morant with it. Six on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. Here's Mitchell. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Well, Candace, the Milwaukee Bucks winning the 2021 title. It just goes to show you that small market teams, big market teams, every fan base should know their team has a chance to win if they're run properly. And we saw that with the Bucks last season.
Well, we're seeing the support from the entire city, the entire state, and how great it is to see a team like that has had a superstar that decided to stay with the Bucks, that re-signed when many probably would have left. How important it is for that city. And so I think that, you know, a lot of teams are going to take this blueprint and try to recreate it.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in.
Zero fear with Ja Morant, a point never afraid to mix it up down low.
Here's Garland. Oh, the swat by Adams. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That's good from Garland.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? He's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players.
A line change here for Memphis. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 since the tip. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Love. Over Jones. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Conchar. Here's Tillman. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Cavaliers on top, up by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Okoro is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Darius Garland. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's LeVert in at the 2. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Well, Candace, it's got to be great to have a daughter who can experience your career and achievements right alongside with you.
It's nothing like it. It's nothing like having to do what you say. Anytime I tell her a lesson or something, you know, there's always an ability to go on the computer and make sure mommy is doing what she says. So it's been a great experience. You know, all of my trophies, all of my accomplishments have been with Layla, and I wouldn't have it any other way because it's really honestly us.
Well, maybe the best way to describe Candace Parker. She's a great mom. Here's Okoro. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by LeVert.
Well, Karis LeVert giving you a glimpse into how high that vertical goes. That is nice.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Puts up a 3. On the wing, Conchar. Outside Jones. He takes it in. And the layup falls.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Now a timeout called by Cleveland. A line change here for Memphis. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Allen, he's checked in for Lopez. Mobley comes in for Love. Osman, he's checked in for Okoro. And Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Mitchell up top. Pass to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Over Adams. And another miss by Cleveland.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And I want to thank our special guest. Candace, your insights are always illuminating. Great to have you on the program.
Illuminating. It's great to be here. Thanks, VA.
Boy, even beyond his signature look, Jarrett Allen is a true throwback big man. Uses his height to own the paint and just locks in on his strengths.
Jackson finds Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Pass to Mobley. To the inside. LeVert. Goes up again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
To me, Karis LeVert has tons of upside. This is a 6'7" guard with an outstanding skill set.
Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. Picked up by Allen. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Morant kicks it out to Jackson. Clock at 6. Over LeVert. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. From 20 feet. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 1. And we'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
First quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead.
second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hey, nice game. Great performance by Darius Garland.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Osman. Allen with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Osman. Brooks defending. Osman no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Like so many foreign stars, Cedi Osman really distinguished himself abroad before arriving in the NBA.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Won championships and accolades playing in Turkey, then brought those skills stateside. And guys, he's carving out a nice career for himself here in the United States.
We've watched Morant get so good at this, instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
To the middle. Here's Osman. Drops in the layup for 2. Osman's got his second basket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Morant. There's the...
An electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
Cleveland calls timeout. Tillman's checked in for Memphis. Conchar comes in for Brooks. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Garland. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
Well, if you're a point guard like Darius Garland at his size, you've got to be able to get into that mid-range bag. Very well done.
From deep, Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Garland, the pass to Love. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morant against Garland. Morant, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Okoro. And it's good for 2.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Drains the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous. It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one's on Darius Garland. The first free throw is good.
Going second overall in 2019, Ja Morant looks like a franchise cornerstone, carrying Memphis to a play-in game as a rookie.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen together in the middle. Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's LeVert in at the 3. Outside Jones. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good. The Cavs trailing. Mitchell, the pass to LeVert. And that one's good.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Drops in the three. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And it's Mitchell penetrating. Allen. Can't hit from in close. Memphis has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Outside Jones. 5 to shoot. Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Let's go with a 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Stolen by Anderson. And here's Jones. Kicks it out to Anderson. Now Jones. Now here's Jackson. Guarded by Garland. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. That one a little long.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Pass to Allen. Inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Adams checked in for Clark. Bain comes in for Anderson. And it's Morant in for Jones. And Cleveland with a change here too. Osman, he's checked in for LeVert. Garland against Morant. Here he goes. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Tucked it back and fired it home.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low. Working around the contact and getting it to go.
For Cleveland, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Cleveland calls timeout. They're losing by 6. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
He's been unguardable in this one. Getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He was pumping them up, trying to rally them, saying, quote, "This game is ours. Don't back off now. Force mistakes with our defense. Work quickly at the offensive end and just keep attacking. Looking for a late burst, guys."
Thank you for that, Allie.
We know this about Donovan Mitchell. This guy shows no fear even inside. Draws the foul there.
Both free throws good for Mitchell.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
And that's an intentional foul.
First team foul.
36 seconds left in the final quarter. Brooks outside. The 3 from Bain. Buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Cleveland calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Garland for 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Ja Morant picks one up. He makes the second free throw, and that brings him within 5. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Osman. Cash. And that one brings him within 1.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major. He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Timeout called. Memphis. Here's Bane. And it goes! He gets it!
I love to see the little shots go in. An amazing finish. It doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, an astonishing way to end this game. Some serious last-second heroics.
And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hooping. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the
to the weekend and oversleeping, dreaming of the playing pretend. I'm overthinking at the stop sign, frozen when that siren goes by. Another I'm avoiding off of Warren and Vine.